Hello and welcome to the Frog with a Hat channel. My name is Coop. I have been playing Minecraft, as you can see with everything that is around me. It's been a couple months since I've uploaded a video. I took a break because I was burnt out, and I've been playing Minecraft, seeing family, and working a job on the side. It's about time I got back into video editing, so I'm going to show all of you what I have been up to on this world. There's a lot of content to cover, months of gameplay, honestly. I've been putting a lot of effort into this world, and it's turned into quite the creation you're going to see towards the end. I'm excited to show you. Last thing I was doing is I was working on an extra iron farm because I was working on an extra iron farm because why not? Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Yes! It's time to release the golem. Now, if I'm being real, we didn't really need a second iron farm. We didn't need it, but I wanted one. Yeah! Oh no, they're evolving. He's avoiding. Now, this farm I had been wanting to build for a while, ever since I had finished the spaceship iron golem farm, and this was to make a beam of green glass going down. And at this point, I needed it, because the iron golems, they were following a cow farm, and the beam would guide them into the lava pit so they wouldn't pile up. Things are looking up. There's a beam on the spaceship. We have a minecart cannon. There's a tree farm. I will show you that later. But I have more projects that I need to do today, and I cannot wait. It's been a little bit since I recorded. That's why there's a time skip. But everything will be covered in the tour at the end. Now, I'm sorry that there isn't any sound, but I was listening to music during this recording, and I don't want to get copyrighted, so yay!
nice.
I vote we go through
Okay.
this even though it sucks.
Do we want to? Is there a way up there? Or do we want to
Yep,
go down?
there's a way
here?
through. There's a way through. There's another fort right in here. Yes.
Oh, actually?
Oh, yes. It's right here. It's literally right here, right over the ridge. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes.
Flint and steel, chicken jockey.
I am Steve.
Steve.
It's a great idea of filling your inventory with it.
Yeah, I'll take some netherite. Oh shit, what a pocket. Oh my god. God pocket.
The god kit.
Stop.
Sounds inappropriate.
Gawk, 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 gawk. Unlimited gold, heck yeah. I'm gonna make a bartering farm and it's just gonna appear on the screen, you know, just like that. Yep, that's pretty cool, right? It's a little short. I could make a hopper or a dropper chain, like bringing items up, but honestly, I don't fix this until much later. I know this because this is much later when I'm recording my voice right now.
So you doing like the classic L shape or whatever it is?
Oh yeah. You already know.
Oh, I love it.
You already know.
How long is it?
I think
Do you
it's
know the
just
dimensions, or
this.
you just kind of eyeballing
I
it?
think this is it.
Is there a red iron?
That's only on Hypixel. That's not the OG. But I'll give you a spruce. The spruce looks good. It'll let you build some cool shit with that at least. In front of you is a quick glimpse of the tree farm I was talking about. I am currently working on the sugarcane farm in the recording at this point, trying to get a lot of the necessary farms out of the way. You need this farm to make unlimited rockets later, so, you know, gotta do it. Gotta do it. A lot more farms to make too.
Kind of like see it like closing in. That's sick. Pointing right at it.
It's deep slate level.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, wait, do we want to like set a spawn here? Do you have a bed?
I don't have a bed, do you?
I don't. Let's do it.
Let's kill a dragon. Yay!
There we go. One
There's
down.
one. I got one. Got another. Got another. Got another.
I don't know how many are left right now. Carefully just shot his breath or whatever. Trying to get away from. Did we get them all?
I don't see him healing. I'm hitting him.
Okay, let's do it.
Got him.
Nice.
Oh. Oh. What is this spawn?
Bro, okay, so I spawned on this edge here, so I put this barrier down. You spawned on the edge of mine. So you-
Oh.
Yeah, let's start going, I guess. The Growberry started to glow.
You smell like dirty water.
Fuck you, take that back. Wait. I swear to God.
Oh my god, why are they all so dinky?
There's no way, bro.
It's crispy and juicy, now you're having a snack. Ooh, super spicy, it's a lava attack! Wow! Wow, that was fucking nuts. So this guy's on
And your
coke.
reward for your singing is an end city, right? gonna pop up.
Surely.
Like any second now, it's gonna show up and be like, oh look, you get the first double elytra end city.
Surely. You know what? Here's 3 elytras, the exact amount you came here for.
Surely, right?
I haven't tried sacrificing a baby. Maybe that will work.
I hope so, bro. Oh, let's go! Oh my God, it's gonna work! Yes!
Oh! 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 Yes! Yes! And it's so low. It's so low. Oh my God! Finally.
That worked so quickly.
All right.
Yes, the baby is enough.
Yes, sacrificing a baby is all we needed to do. What an why didn't we think of this? Oh, get fucking beamed.
Did you actually get to it from there?
Yeah. All right, well, I guess you know what? No, you go ahead and loot this and I'll go get you an elytra.
I love it.
I think that's
Good luck,
a good
soldier.
way to split our tasks here. The end bust was a success. We got shulker boxes, extra elytras for everyone. It is looking good. The next like 4 hours of recording, I actually ended up filling out those maps that I showed a little bit at the beginning. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut to the end when I actually finish the maps. And here they are. It looks phenomenal. I love knowing the biomes that are around me. Maybe I'll make one larger in the future. I'm not 100% sure, but I had to put the elytras to work once I did end up getting them. While I was filling out those maps, Smeary Subset was building a wall. Yep, he was building a wall. I've given him a lot of blocks, and he just ended up turning it into that. Now I have a new project. I kind of want to turn his wall into the Attack on Titan wall, and for that I'm going to need a stupid amount of stone bricks, so I'm going to make a little bit of a redstone contraption. I went ahead and I made a cobblestone farm to start. I wanted it to make a lot of cobblestone, so I made a very efficient one that I found online. I hooked up a pipe from that cobblestone farm so that the overflow would go to my smelters. That would get smelted into stone. In my smelter's chest, there was an item sorter beneath it, taking only stone out, putting it into a crafter. It crafted that into stone bricks, and then it put a bunch of those blocks into furnaces below, which turned it into cracked stone bricks. Now these chests would fill up. Comparators would be able to tell when to turn the farm off when the chest is full, and yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
you
if
won't
you
see
right
it.
click, you'll hit it, yeah.
Oh god.
At this point in the playthrough, I was focused on making a mini game for people at spawn. It was a parkour temple, and I was gonna base it off the game getting over it, so it wasn't gonna be easy. At the end of this video, I was planning to do a world tour. If I continued to show the remainder of what happened, I'd essentially be showing things twice. And I think it makes more sense to just show the finished product at this point. This is one thing that I am not showing in the world tour. This is the TNT pit where we go frequently to just relieve stress. We have a TNT maker. Now, I do want to mention at this point in the world, we switched from having keep inventory off to keep inventory on. I think it was around 30-something deaths that Smeary Subset made the request that we just have it on, because we've pretty much just been building on the world at this point. We have all the bosses beat. So we were just like, you know what? We'll keep it on. And thank God we did, because we would have lost all of our netherite right there and right then. Honestly, we deserve to lose the items there. Welcome to the tour at the end of the video. We're starting in the nether because I only have one thing to show. I'm going to be going through things quickly. I have a lot of stuff to show, so let's see how quickly we can actually get through everything. This is the gold farm. It's been upgraded. More gold. Goes into a bartering farm. All the gold funnels here. Goes into these 4 piglins here. And then all of the items are sorted into their respective chests. This is a basalt farm. I hit it with my pickaxe, and it works. It's a beautiful thing. On to the next farm. We might as well go through all the farms first. A little sneak peek at what's to come in the tour. I love this shader pack. If you're curious what the shader pack is really quickly, this is complementary unbound shaders. You can increase the amount of stars in the settings. You're welcome. We're going to start with Albino Rhino's base. Not even my base. We're going to start with Albino Rhino's base. He did every single biome kind of like, not every biome, but like you get the point. It's like a circle of biomes. His main area is down here. And then his industrial area is down here. He's got a couple like sugarcane and cactus farms, stuff like that. Now, his pumpkin and melon farm, you might notice that his top chests don't fill up. They don't fill up, and that's because I'm taking all the items from them. I made an auto crafter down here for the melons, and any pumpkins or anything that's gathered ends up down here in this dropper. It gets shot out, and it goes towards my base. Now, in order to show this better, I went ahead and I filled up some of the chests so that the items would actually shoot out. This pipe goes all the way from here, down here, all the way over here, snakes around the iron farm, and finally into this item elevator here. There's another line going in here. This is connected to the potato, carrot, and wheat farms that are right here. But all of those farms, they go up through this tree that was struck by lightning and has a lightning rod on the top, through these pipes that are held up by these trees, down here, and into the basement of the barn. The barn is where I keep my horses. It is where I keep my farming villagers. And it's where I store a majority of my farm items that are made from automated farms. If there is ever overflow, it will turn it into bone meal. I will do the industrial district next. This is a tree farm for oak, birch, all spruce, acacia, all just the basic trees. This is a tree farm for dark oak and pale oak. This is a sugarcane farm. You've already seen these farms. That's the cobblestone farm. I already saw that. The moss farm is right here. This is also double functions as a bone meal farm. Here's my house. Inside is essentially a warehouse. These are all of my items. I keep them stored here. Here's a fish tank with my bedroom below. This is an auto crafter for fireworks. If I take fireworks out of this chest, it'll start automatically crafting more. This is a slime farm. It's connected directly to an actual slime farm. It's a double chunk. And then this is a TNT crafter. You just fill the items in here and it crafts TNT for you. This is the iron farm. It's actually 2 iron farms. I didn't detail this one yet. It's not done. This is not done. The only part that's kind of done is the beam going down. The beam has light blocks in it. That's why it is glowing. The iron farm fills these chests up, and then all of the overflow actually goes into this crafter here, right here, that will craft iron blocks and then send them down this item stream. Into here. And this will actually go into the smith over here. So this is the smithy. There's a bunch of villagers that trade iron for emeralds in here. And these chests fill up with the iron blocks that I just showed you. Down here, these are invisible item frames. In case you didn't know you can do this. Just thought I'd show those. This is the stonemasons. So for bricks, terracotta, quartz. And this is the librarian's house. I only have 4 librarians. I do not have many. I mostly mooch off the other players. I did not come up with this build. This one is on the internet. You can find it. I did change what he was holding, and I slightly changed the staff, but the general structure is the same as the one on the internet. I had a picture of it, and I pretty much just painted it. I was using it as a learning experience for Tough, using Tough with like stone and like stuff like that, and also I wanted a quick statue, and I didn't want to have to come up with one myself. I altered this so that a beacon works with it as well, but for the most part, not my build. Here's the wall. It is detailed now. I still have not decided on a cap. This is still a to be continued project. And I also need to make like an entrance, a gate, maybe like something behind it that's breaking the wall. But I'm mostly focused over here right now and making sure this area is detailed. So this was one of my favorite builds to make. I had a lot of fun with this one. This is a redstone contraption that if you put an emerald in, it gives you a reward. If you put any other item in, it will open the floor from under you and send you into the parkour challenge. We're going to take from the emerald chest real quick so we can show it work. There are command blocks hooked up to it that send messages depending on what you throw in. So if I throw in an emerald, it'll say, yes, daddy, more, and it'll drop 2 food items. I got 2 cookies. If we throw anything but an emerald, and stand her out here, this 3x3 opens up, there's a noise, it says, listen here, you little shit, and then you are in the parkour challenge. Now, it's based off the game Getting Over It. If you fall, you fall. There's no checkpoints. There are no checkpoints. I have gotten up to the mushrooms. That's about where I've gotten. But it starts in the depths. You climb up here to the mine shafts. This is just a really consistent, easy jump, just a bunch in a row. This section has a skeleton named Bad to the Bone, and he will shoot at you as you try to do the parkour. The mushroom section is a bunch of ladder jumps, along with a redstone jump. I have to hop into survival to show you. Now these will block you off if you're not fast enough. And these all shut at the same time, so you gotta be quick. This section has 2 slime jumps. I'll try to do this one. This one isn't too bad. Whee! This was more for fun. I enjoy slime jumps. They're really fun. And then this section... Oh, no. I didn't quite make it. But you get the point. And then finally, the last section is slightly hard parkour. There's a couple, like, kind of challenging jumps here. They're not too bad. I didn't want to make it too challenging. And no signs here with names because nobody has finished the challenge yet. But that is the parkour challenge. It is quite hard. And I had a lot of fun making it. Now the last thing that needs to be shown is the museum, at least in this area. So this is the entrance to the museum here. Back here, I have my cactus farm, and then in here is my bee farm. But this is the entrance to the museum. These are temporary. They will be gone once we do have an actual enclosure for these mobs. We're going to start with the biome section first. But this first section here is for just the different types of pigs, cows, chickens, and sheep. The biome section was entirely made by Smeary Subset. Credit goes to him. This is a piston door, but I'm in spectator. The oak section. Here's the birch forest section. This is the river biome. I like the river biome a lot. The acacia biome. And then this is my personal favorite, the desert biome. It's about 1 block off an actual desert temple. It is a little bit smaller, according to Smeary Subset. Then it goes into this temple pathway into a Badlands. Got the ruined portal. And then this is a to-be-continued project, the Mesa. So covering a lot of ground, breaking a lot of blocks for those. The final thing that he has worked on, and we have gotten to so far, is the plains. But this is also a construction site as well. Now, I have been focusing on the mobs. So here are the goats. We got Motor Goat and Goated, our 2 goats. We got the Sniffer exhibit, which is also a farm. It's a redstone clock that every minute it sends it out. And it fills it up here. What are the names of these? Joe Biden and Chungus. And then we got the 2 mushrooms. We got Golden Teacher and Penis Envy. And then we got Camel Toe, the camel. Down here, we have William and Squidward, our 2 resident squids. And Shakespeare, the bat, invests in crypto. He's going to be rich, I swear. I don't know why I stuck with that joke when I put it there, but I was just like, you know what? He does invest in crypto. Here's our cave spider exhibit. You'll notice they're stuck in one spot and floating. We have barrier blocks around them because they'll just walk into a corner and never leave it. So I kind of wanted them to actually be in the exhibit and be seen. Here is the creeper exhibit. We got a charged creeper and a normal. The spider exhibit. We got 1 normal spider and then we have an invisible spider, actually. Here's the zombie exhibit. And finally, the slime exhibit. Now this is my personal favorite. I loved making this one. Their names are Chunk. Where's the medium one? There he is. Cube. And Squish. Now that is everything. Oh, to mention with the zombie. We actually have a zombie spawner and a skeleton spawner right here that are just going to be parts of the exhibits. They're not even going to be used. They're just there for decoration. So I think that's a pretty cool addition to our museum that we got here. There is one last farm and one last thing that I should show. We don't have the waypoint mod installed, but we all kind of wanted the waypoint mod installed. I mentioned we can just use command blocks, so we just use a nether star, which is what is used in the waypoint mod to make the actual waypoints, to create a command block teleportation device. So this takes me to the end portal. This is our sand farm. It's kind of fun to watch if you've never seen a sand farm work before. This works on any block that can fall, so we just have extra blocks in here. And it all gets collected in these chests. We have an Enderman farm over here. This is the Creeper farm. Creeper and Spider farm. All the items get sorted. So the gunpowder goes here, and then everything else goes here. Mostly the string now. Over here is Smeary Subset's base. He lives in these trees, in these chests here. This is his villager hall. He's got the rainbow villager hall. Over here are his farms. He's got the infinite chicken spawner. I actually just destroyed a lot of those chickens with these lava buckets here because it was lagging the server. Over here is Gazori's base. He was one of the first to log off. So, as you can see, there's an interesting little redstone clock here. I wonder what this does when it's connected. I wonder. Here we go. This is Naranha 817's base. He's got the circular ocean base. We get to S. Foley 76's base. Now, I love the way he made his house. Looks really cool. And then it's also a dock for his boat that he can use. Very fun design. I like this base a lot. Redstone art. Yes. And then, yeah. I think that is everything in the world that there is to show. For the most part, everything else is a construction site. Like, this is our axolotl farm. We're going for the blue one. But everything else is kind of just a work in progress, and we're going to keep on working on the world. I'm going to go ahead and end the video with a send on the minecart cannon because I love this thing. So if you got to this point, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. If you want to know more, ask some questions in the comments. But yes, subscribe.